What's going on, Jerome's? We're back to take a look at another mock draft. Daniel Jeremiah version 3.0, getting after it. And like we said, really love Daniel Jeremiah. I think he's as dialed in as anyone in the league in terms of analysts. Spent 10 years as a scout. So he has those contacts in the league. He knows how teams think. So take everything that Daniel Jeremiah puts out with like, this is what could go down at the end of April. So let's dive on in. Number one, Trevor Lawrence. Spoiler. Sources say Trevor Lawrence at 1. Okay. 2, Jets, especially after trading Darnold. I think Zach Wilson is going to be that dude. 3, Niners. So Mac Jones, this is starting to pick up some steam. And after Daniel Jeremiah's putting that out there, I actually think this is going to happen. Because like we said, would the Niners really trade up to take who's ever left over between Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, or take a guy that they know wasn't going to go 1 or 2? Why would you give up 2 future first-round picks and your current at number 12 overall to go do that? But Mac Jones with Kyle Shanahan, I think that you can have the training wheels on him. At first, you got Kittle, you got Debo, you got Ayuk, you got weapons just like you did at Alabama. I think you get some things done. 4, so the Falcons, offensive line, sure. Jamar Chase, yes. Kyle Pitts, okay. But when are you going to be drafting top 4 again? Hopefully not soon. Arthur Smith gets his quarterback of the future. Trey Lance can sit for a year or 2 behind Matt Ryan and be that quarterback in waiting. I think it's a really good spot for him. 5, so the Bengals, this is a very realistic scenario where they have their choice of all the non-quarterbacks. But Kyle Pitts, I understand offensive line. I understand Jamar Chase. But man. Kyle Pitts is just built different, man. He is. So Kyle Pitts and Joe Burrow, that's going to be a legendary duo for many years to come. 6, Dolphins, still get Jamar Chase at 6, where they probably would have took him at 3, and they get a future first-round pick. So you're loving that. Tua's getting him some weapons. 7, Lions. I think that Justin Fields would be too good to pass up at this stage, even though, they took a Buckeye last time around. It hasn't worked out so far with Jeff Okudah, but Fields can compete with Goff, probably sit behind him for a year as they warehouse Goff's contract and just see what happens there. But yeah, I think Justin Fields, this is not a great spot for him. I would prefer for his career if he would landed with the Broncos or the Panthers, but it'd be what it be. There you go. 8, Panthers. Now, DJ has been very bullish on Rashawn Slater. He's one of the first guys who put Slater above a Penny Sewell, and he backs it up. Slater going to the Panthers. They got Sam Darnold. They're going to miss out on the big quarterbacks anyway. So left tackle day 1, opposite Taylor Moton, row the boat. Go ahead. 9, Broncos, where they miss out on the quarterbacks, but George Payton knows to go BPA in the spot. Penny Sewell, no matter what, put his ass at right tackle. You got Garrett Bowles already being dynamite at left tackle, and you cut Juwan James. Just move on with life. 10, Cowboys, where it's been cornerback, but pass rush, yeah. Randy Gregory's been suspended for like 17 times. Alden Smith hasn't re-upped yet, but Kwity Paye, the physical prowess opposite DeMarcus Lawrence, I think that's a really nice pairing. 11, Giants, Broadway, Devontae. There you go. Devontae Smith with Babytron. If Daniel Jones can't win with that, come on, man. Come on. 12, Eagles. So could go a lot of different directions. They missed out on quarterbacks. Could go O-line, could go wide receiver, but cornerback-wise, they're kind of booty too. And big play Slay, yeah, not living up to his billing anymore. Surtain is the first cornerback off the board. He's going to be that number 1 alpha guy for the Eagles as they look to rebuild. 13, Chargers got offensive line sutured up in free agency, so now they can go BPA. JC Horn, man. I really like this one because the Chargers cornerbacks are aging out, and JC Horn's got that length and rare athleticism. JC Horn is Antonio Cromartie reborn for the Bolts. Go ahead. 14. So the Vikings, Jalen Phillips at 14. Now, I like Jalen Phillips, but those health questions are major concerns. 8 sacks, 15 tackles for loss last year. So you do like he can bring, and him pairing up with Danielle Hunter is phenomenal. And if Danielle Hunter's situation deteriorates or the Vikings have to move on, he's a potential replacement for him here. But I mean, this is what's going to happen. If the Vikings stick and pick in 14, there's going to be a ton of talent on the board. Jalen Waddle's out there chilling. Could you imagine Jalen Waddle with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen? Micah Parsons out there chilling. Replacement for Anthony Barr will be pretty damn sexy. AVT is out there. Greg Newsome, Christian Darrisaw, my guy, is still out there. Tevin Jenkins as well. So there's some big-time players still on board. But if Phillips is a guy, if he can stay healthy, I think the Vikings got great value here. 15, Patriots, they don't get a quarterback, so may as well get the quarterback of the defense. Micah Parsons, man. Micah Parsons just all over the place in that Belichick defense. It's a nice fit. 16. So the Cardinals have needs all over the place. Cornerback would be one. Kayla Farley would make a lot of sense at this spot. But, I mean, offensive line could go Darrisaw or AVT, but, yeah. Cliff Kingsbury can't help himself. So you got Jalen Waddle with Nuke, with Christian Kirk, with the remnants of A.J. Green. Wow. 17. The Raiders. This is a really smart pickup by the Raiders where you're in the division with Travis Kelce. Got to play him twice a year. Got to get Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah to help shut him down. 18. So the Dolphins, they already got Jamar Chase at 6. So now they go to the other side of the ball where I do have concerns about Gregory Rousseau, but I think that this is a great spot for him in Flores' multiple scheme. He can play all over the defensive line. He can play inside on passing downs, and I think this is a spot for him to thrive staying in South Beach. 19. Washington taking AVT. Now, it could be Darrisaw, keeping him in the DMV area, but AVT and Brandon Scherf pair up to make the best guard duo in the league. You really do like to see it. Now, they talk about could he play tackle? I'm sort of whatever there. 20. So the Bears could use a wide receiver, could certainly use offensive line help, but Greg Newsome II, keeping him in Chi-Town. I mean, Newsome is just an alpha, just a feisty competitor. I like him a lot. Pairing him up with another alpha feisty competitor in Jalen Johnson, that's a really nice cornerback duo. Plus, this is the Justin Jefferson effect. So you need as many good cornerbacks as possible. Woo! There you go. 21. Colts. Christian Darrisaw. Chris Ballard needs to thank his lucky stars. Like, how did this work out just perfectly? Where he got a week 1 set it and forget it starting left tackle to replace Anthony Costanzo, and he didn't have to maneuver. It's annoying, but Darrisaw is my guy. 22. Kayla Farley takes a tumble because of the back issues. I wouldn't even be mad if the Vikings took him at 14. If the medicals check out, if the Vikings are able to check him out and he's good to go, but Kayla Farley replacing Adoree Jackson, replacing Malcolm Butler, him and Christian Fulton make a nice little duo for the foreseeable future. 23. So the Jets got their quarterback. Now Robert Salah needs him some toys, man. A really fun edge rusher, Azeez Ujulari. I use him like Bruce Irvin in Seattle back in the day. Salah's very familiar with that, so just hunt. Just go after it. 24. Steelers, Tevin Jenkins. Now, if there was a player that just perfectly fits with what the Steelers used to be, it's Tevin Jenkins. So plop him at right tackle or left tackle, whatever you want to do. Just put him on that offensive line and as they try to rebuild there. 25, Jaguars taking Trevor Moehrig, where this one has been mocked so often, I'm kind of bored with it. Even though it makes sense, Moehrig with Rashawn Jenkins. Also, they brought in Shaquille Griffin, so that secondary is getting a big-time makeover. But this is almost ad nauseum like the Vikings and A.J. Epinesa or Yetur Gross-Meadows last year. 26, Browns. Jamin Davis, absolutely shooting up draft boards because of his phenomenal pro day, but a rangy athletic linebacker for Stefanski, built like Anthony Barr, a little bit lighter, but built like Anthony Barr and can cover like Eric Kendricks. Yeah, Stefanski's definitely down with that. 27, the damn Ravens did it again. So they lose Matt Judon, they lose Yannick the freaking Ngakoue, and then they just get Jason away. Just gross. 28, Saints needs all over the place. Maybe they could squeeze quarterback here. Maybe it's a little bit too early for Kellen Mond, but Asante Samuel Jr., him and Lattimore, nice little cornerback duo coming up. 29, I hate everything. About life. Yeah. So the Packers get one of my favorite players, Landon Dickerson. He replaces Corey Linsley, and yeah, all I can say, Landon, hey, best of luck to you when you got Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson breathing down your neck. Let's go. You are now the enemy, and it sucks. 30, Bills, picking up edge Joe Tryon. Now, DJ's been very bullish on Joe Tryon. I don't think I've seen Tryon in the first round at any other mock drafts except for DJ's, but of course, DJ's extremely dialed in. Tryon replacing Jerry Hughes down the line, as well as Epinesa working in. I do like that addition for McDermott and Frazier's defense. 31, so the Chiefs could easily go offensive line, but Calvin Joseph, where speaking of guy who is shooting up draft boards because he ran a 4.28 40, but also he was second in the SEC last year in interceptions. I think that's a really nice defensive back pickup. They already got L'Jarius Sneed, so they're going SEC on the damn thing. Then 32, the Bucks, where The Bucs are in a good spot because they brought everyone back. They returned all 22 starters, so now they can go BPA. And Elijah Moore just hits different, man. Elijah Moore working from the slot, working with Scotty Miller, working with Godwin, working with Evans, and just another weapon for Tom Brady. Woo! Also works in the return game as well. Yeah, a little bit of an upgrade over Antonio Brown at this stage of his career. Dudes who didn't make it. So you got Kellen Mond up at the top. You got Najee Harris, Travis Etienne. Even though DJ likes running backs, it didn't quite go, even though there's some pretty logical spots for one of them to drop in. Kadarius Toney, Terrace Marshall, Rashad Bateman, no go. All four of those guys. Rondale Moore, too. All four of those guys are going to be high-end second-round picks. Pat Freiermuth, baby Gronk. I'm just waiting because people are sleeping on Freiermuth. Freiermuth is a damn good player, man. Offensive line-wise, Eichenberg, Cosme, Mayfield, Leatherwood, nope. Wyatt Davis, nope. Edge rushers, Asai and Basham, two guys who I think are being slept on. Barmore, nope, because DJ famously said that this might be the worst defensive tackle class in years, and he backs that up. Barmore will be a high second-round pick. On Muzuriki, nope. Bolton, Zaven Collins. Zaven Collins didn't make the first round. Ooh, wow. Eric Stokes as well as Javon Holland did not make it as well. But like we said, this is going to be the problem with the Vikings at 14. They will get a good player, but there will be many other good players that go around them. And I know, trade down and try and get a second-round pick back, but there's no guarantee because other teams may look at the board in a similar fashion. It's like, look at all these good players. Why should we trade up and give a second-round pick just because we're perfectly fine getting one of the other 5, 6, 7 players that are currently available in the teens to tumble down to us? So we'll see. But like I said, if Phillips can stay healthy, heavy hands, can get after it, has that bend, has that length that you like, and man, him and Daniil and Wanham, let's go. And then please hammer offensive line 3rd, 4th round. Just do it. Do it. Beer thoughts. Daniel Jeremiah, Mock Draft 3.0. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work. Pro some in November. But until next time, Skol, production value.